In the 1879 oil painting, The Dance Lesson by Edgar Degas, several young women in knee-length tutus gather and wait in a large dance studio, rendered with soft, buttery brushstrokes. Within the studio are three distinct vignettes: a solo woman in the foreground at her lower left, a pair of women near the middle ground at the center of the painting, and a group of dancers in the background, in the far corner of the room, at the upper right of the long horizontal canvas. A pale mint green wall with dark brown wainscoting enters the canvas on our left and ends in the middle of the room, creating a short corridor that leads to a large open space. The scene is presented at a slight angle, lower on the left and higher on the right, which is demonstrated by the angle of the wall. The woman in our lower left-hand corner wears a bright orange sweater or shawl and sits on the edge of a double base, which lies flat on the wooden floor. Sitting apart from the others, she keeps her head hung and her elbows on her parted knees, with her flowing gauzy tutu blanketing the instrument upon which she rests. Directly behind her is the mint green wall, which extends toward the upper right, but ends in the middle of the canvas. Here, where the corridor becomes the large open space, is the pair of women in tutus. One sits in a simple wooden chair, dressed in a pink sweater and ballet shoes. She keeps her back to the woman on the double base, while facing the group of dancers in the far corner of the room. Standing before her is a woman with bare arms and her head down, who reaches back to adjust the bow on her dark green waist sash. Beyond the corner of the mint green wall, the room widens considerably. At the upper right of the canvas, in the far corner of the studio, is the group of young dancers in the background. Some gaze down at the expansive wooden floor, others sit with their crinoline tutus gathered behind them, and some stand at one of two floor-to-ceiling windows, which are covered by sheer curtains, aglow with pale yellow sunlight. Edgar Degas' The Dance Lesson is housed in the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C., and is part of the NGA Images Open Access Collection. Audio description, narration, and video production by J.J. Hunt.